let's face it, old fucknuts that reads books upside down, for kids, he's calling the other Peckerheads inauguration day weird shit. Like,
all right.
Seriously?
Jimmy.
So,
oh, where are you?
Anyway, so I'm going to get her.
Hi there. How's it going?
Lads?
It's my Irish bite. We played some Pink Floyd tonight.
Good for you, man.
Poorly on my part.
Ah, come on. It's not poorly.
I am no Dave Gilmour.
It's just drunkly.
Well, but that's Floyd. That's
Steve
perfect.
Cifalodi, our drummer. Enzo Lucia, guitar, songwriter, chordsmith extraordinaire. Jim Sutton, lead guitarist. Also Irish.
All real musicians, and then there's me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
A humble, self-deprecating musician.
That's a sign of a good musician.
Now you're going to see the debauchery, you jokers. It's a fucking mess down there. I'm warning you.
How many did you have?
Beers
Jim,
or people?
I interrupted you. Sorry, pal.
Oh no, I was just going on about the T-shirt there with Numbnuts' piece, and I'm gonna make it and give it to my boss so that she can
flip it around.
Take it with
How
her.
many people did you have in the yard?
Me? Oh, I just hijacked your story, Jim. Sorry. There was a good 30, 40 people. It was good. A lot of fun. Couple of stragglers. Welcome to have them because their kids are all curled up watching TV right now. And that guy, Jimmy, is, Sam is very shy. And the first time Jim came over with his wife, Deb, who's a good friend of Liz, and there was a whole bunch of us sitting in the backyard. Sam looked at Jim and said, went right up to him. Hi, I'm Sam. And gave him a big hug. Like, what? Jim's all right with me. My daughter likes him. I like him too.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Steve, is that this picture? I think we're going to use this when you croak.
His epitaph.
You lie in bed with your glasses or what?
What?
No, we'll take those off before we close the coffin, and
Because I'm like, did he have them on right away? Your glasses? Did you have them on, or you put them on?
I already had them on.
You know who you look like this? With your glasses, the way you have them placed. You ever watch the show Homeland on TV?
Good show.
Yeah.
You look like Mandy Patinkin with the beard, the glasses. You look just like him on the show, man. I swear to God.
I look just like him. Yeah, I do.
Absolutely, with the glasses kind of up like this, like the way the angle you're lying. I'm just looking at you. I'm like,
I'm lying down, man.
What's that?
I'm lying down, man. I'm all chilled right now.
Well, I realize that, and Mandy Patinkin is always very chill.
I'm glad you realize that I'm chilling.
Yes, you should break into some Hebrew song and dance or something there because he does a lot of singing and stuff too, right?
I do that too at night when nobody's around. I sing Hebrew songs.
So inappropriate right now. Just
Mazel tov.
Yeah, well, the other idiot just called me Mandy Patinkin, so it's like, there's more incrimination there.
I said there's a very strong resemblance. That's all I said.
Yep.
That's all I said. But seriously,
if it's complimentary, it's good. If it's not, well,
I think it is. He's a very handsome man.
He's a fine actor. He was good in Yentl.
That's right, and apparently a great singer and stage performer.
Yeah, he was good in Yentl.
I can't say I've seen any of his.
He was good in what?
He was good in Yentl.
Yeah, well, something like that. Yeah.
Yentl. He was in Yentl.
Alien Nation.
Come on, guys. Get your what's it called there? Those 8 candles out there. What do you call them?
The menorah.
The menorah. Get that out, man.
Hilarious.
He was Sam Francisco in Alien Nation.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, James Caan's partner.
Yeah, that's I remember.
What the hell are you talking about, Enz? I never even heard of that. I don't get out much. Who do you want? Leave me alone.
Stop watching freaking
Treehouse.
No, that idiot. What's his name? That idiot.
Oh, Gato.
Idiot.
Elvis Gratton.
No, that's good. No, that's good. The other idiot, Pauly Shore. You watch too much fucking Pauly Shore.
I should watch more Pauly. Actually, I haven't seen him in years.
That's
who
funny.
I was thinking about the other day. Okay, and I got something. I gotta ask you guys a question. I got asked this morning in the car, sitting in Bromont, waiting for Genevieve to pick some shit up in a store. But anyway, first, who I thought I need to watch again is I need to watch Deuce Bigalow, because he's a star. Deuce Bigalow, male gigolo.
No.
It's that or more 2.5 Men, the original.
I've never understood. Well, since Roseanne got canceled, Charlie's trying to get a reboot about 2.5 now. Anyway.
You serious?
Yeah. But
not again.
What I don't understand is someone of such a high intellect like you, because I know you have a very
I ain't got no intellect.
I've tested you. You scored over 135 on your IQ test.
You did. You tested me and I didn't notice? Yeah, that's how bright I am. Didn't have a clue.
Why you watch stuff that a 2-year-old would think is retarded?
I fucking love it. It is so... Genevieve goes, it's stupid. Why are you watching this? Because it's fucking hilarious.
No.
Just like I used to watch Ren and Stimpy. Just
Ren and
brain
Stimpy
dead
is
humor.
hilarious.
Love it.
Robot Chicken is hilarious.
Who?
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken? What the fuck?
No, you guys need to watch Huckleberry Park. That's what you need to watch.
Whoa, wait a second. No, none of you guys know Robot Chicken?
No,
I know Robot Chicken. I know.
Paul?
Aucune idée, man.
Best Star Wars parody in the world.
Okay, but see, like
Robot Chicken.
Falling.
And like
no
Robot
idea.
Chicken. Serious? It's a Star Wars thing. Of course you know about it.
It's what's his name? It's, Seth Green. Seth Green started it. With help. Who else is on it? The idiot from Jealous.
Paul, are you walking empties back to the store? What the hell are you doing? Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much. We got shit all over the place, man.
Wow.
No, Robot Chicken is amazing.
Robot Chicken.
Okay.
Robot
no
Chicken.
idea.
You know.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to go watch it or figure it out. But you know what? I watch some dumb shit. I know that, and I like it, and I'm proud of it. I'll tell you what I'm watching. I'm in season 6. I think season 6 now. I've watched all kinds of stupid shit. My Name is Earl. They don't even have that on TV anymore. That was
I love
brilliant.
that show.
That wasn't
brilliant,
bad.
man.
That wasn't bad.
I was a big fan of that show. Yeah,
love it. You know what I watched? It's fucking hilarious. Even it's getting a little not so much now, but in the early seasons. Was New Girl on TV with what's her face? I watched it once or twice when it was still on TV. Funny shit. Anyway, so today, more importantly, I'm sitting in the car. Genevieve went into the store. We're on our way to the South Shore, and the little guy's in the back, and he's doing whatever. He's hooting and yelling about. He sees birds outside the window, and Aiden's got his tablet and he's got his headphones on. Daddy. Can you tell me what's a dildo? And I'm like, I'm thinking.
Hold on, son. I got one in my pocket. Hold on.
Don't mind me. I'm just sitting in my coffin.
I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, right? So
no,
anyway.
Exactly.
So I said, well, can you put it in context for me, son? I said, was it? Oh, I don't remember.
You asked him to put dildo in context?
Well, no, meaning in what?
No.
I wanted to know.
Open your mouth, Jim. Open your mouth.
I wanted to know.
Open your mouth.
I wanted to know. Was it as a noun or as a verb or a name? Right? Like, I'm serious. I'm like, is this some shit he saw watching his YouTuber guy?
This is the part that you can't make up. This is the shit.
I'm telling you. But better yet. So that's I asked him. I said, was this something you saw on YouTube on one of your things? Because he tells me the guys sometimes they swear, but I don't repeat the swear words. I'm like, okay, swear words are one thing, but when he goes, he wants to know what a dildo is. Like, you know, that's not like shit or fuck or I don't know what. That's you know, he wants to know. But so I said, was it somebody calling somebody else a dildo?
Right. Okay. You wanted to know if he was being bullied.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
whatever.
just trying to get, you know, does he want to know like because he saw a video and there was a dildo in it, or somebody go, you know, hey, dude, dumbass dildo, whatever. So, but he suddenly has amnesia. And doesn't remember where the kid is. I
don't know where I heard it, Dad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's pretty like he's very careful about how he asks. So I'm like, well, you know what? It's not a word for someone your age. So I tell you what, why don't we wait till Mommy gets back in the car?
Let her explain what the fuck.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You know, Daddy doesn't know squat about dildos. No, but anyway. So anyway, so we wait, you know, and Ginger gets back in the car, and blah, 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 so we're getting out on the road, again. We're heading down the highway, and Aiden, why don't you ask Mommy the question you were asking me? What question? You know the question. What? Well, I don't remember. Yeah, balls, you don't remember.
Right? How convenient.
Ask your mother. Right. And so Ginger's like, so what do you want to ask? What's going on? And he says, well, I was just asking Daddy about this word. I just want to understand. I'm trying to learn. So anyway, so finally he pops out. I'm not gonna say this. Well, what's he asking? I'm like, let him tell you. And he finally comes out. So what's a dildo? Now I don't quite remember what her response was, but she just kind of looks at me, and I'm driving, straight face. Yeah. The sun's in my eyes. Anyway, so. So she, I don't remember what the hell she told him. Basically, the same thing I did. We're just take it for granted. You're not to repeat it. 2, don't ask other people about. Don't ask your grandmother or
Right.
Maybe ask Uncle Ken.
Don't repeat this ever. Yeah.
No, don't ask Uncle Ken. Anyway.
That would be good. That's an episode right there.
Going like this.
I play softball with mine, yeah.
Guys, sorry, I had to step out for a couple of minutes. I had to step out for a couple of minutes. I had to go to the service. Apparently, I'm the star of the show, so.
Oh, you're always the star of the show, Steve.
I said at the service.
Go to the surface.
Steve,
so anyway,
wait, Steve, hold on. Steve, why are you in the front yard? Why aren't you in the back?
What?
Why are you in the front yard and not in the back?
I'm having a smoke.
So go in the backyard. You won't get arrested in the backyard. And not only won't you get arrested, the people with the pitchforks, they won't come for you in the backyard.
Okay, that's new.
Maybe. Jim, go on right ahead about your sex ed class while driving.
Yeah, this is good. This is very educational.
Paul,
you never know when this shit's coming.
This shit up. You really cannot make this shit up.
No, I can't make this shit up. I swear to God. Well, because I told you guys the joke he told me a few weeks ago, right, about the kid with I must have told you guys. Anyway, he's asked some interesting questions, but yeah. So anyway, so I don't think he got a straight answer about dildo, nor do I plan on.
So your wife copped out.
Yeah, well, she sort of copped out too, and then I tell my sister-in-law, who's fairly, she has a young daughter who's
fairly
older.
Educated in the way of dildos. What do you want?
I don't want to comment. I want to protect the innocent, and which would be me. Anyway, I really
Jim. Jim.
Yeah.
Did you ask Siri?
No,
what?
I didn't ask Siri.
Why? Because she's just gonna
Siri.
You can ask me another question if you want to.
Siri.
You know what? I never use Siri. But that's interesting. What should I tell my
ask
son?
her that. Ask her that. See what she tells you. She's going to tell you. Please ask me
Guys,
another
you don't
question.
need to pay for hits.
I don't know what a dildo is.
Ridiculous.
That's rich.
I'm sure Enzo has experience in that.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now
yes, I've had hour-long conversations with Siri.
You have a beer?
Get her to translate from English to Italian is hilarious.
There we go.
But now,
I
Aiden,
could just imagine Enzo. I could just imagine Enzo saying, "Siri, you fucking dumb whore, answer me this. Can you count my pubic hairs? Do you know how many I have?" Like I know Enzo would ask a question like that. He would.
Keep it civil, Steve. Come on.
Hey, Paul thought we had a G-rated show going tonight.
Paul, I'm just giving you a hard time for tomorrow.
By any means.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Paul, for tomorrow for your editing.
Dude, this is live.
He doesn't edit. This is live.
There's no editing.
No editing. Fuck editing. There we go. All right.
So anyway, I guess he could Google it if he wanted to, but he has to figure out how to spell it, and he may have to come and talk to me again. So, Daddy, how do I spell dildo? I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry, just to preface, I'm gonna fill in Jim.
Yeah, but
Jim.
You do that. I'm gonna go fetch a pint.
So Jim is talking about when his son asked, "How old's your son, by the way?"
10.
10. He just turned 10 in May.
The wife's in the store, and the son is in the car with Jim, saying, "What's a dildo?" So he passes it off. He passes the buck, saying, "Ask your mom when she comes back in the car." So we're just getting the deets on how that all transpired. But and then we did.
There you go.
So this is our Saturday thing. We get together. It's my old buds. Okay, guys, you want to give a little quick intro of where you live? Like how many fucking thousands of kilometers it is from here, and why we don't meet in the same room together? And you start because everyone's off cam.
Everybody's gone. I'm Enzo.
Yeah.
I'm out in Park, which is about these days 3 hours from Montreal with traffic.
7 days travel by foot. Exactly. Right. This is Jim's palm. I don't know what he's doing with his hairy palm.
Hang on, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back.
Steve, intro.
Yes.
Where you at? Where you live? Go.
Where do I live?
Yeah.
In a house?
Nice. Perfect. Okay. Jim,
Can
you're
you be
next.
more specific?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on, man. What the hell did I do?
Montreal North, St. Leo.
My back.
The official municipality?
Yeah, you're there, Jim.
All right.
My official?
Sorry about the extreme zooms.
Saint Michel.
Saint Michel. There you go. So
Montreal.
it's east for me.
Okay.
Look at
And
those
Jim's.
hairy
Where does
palms.
Jim's? What the fuck are you doing, Jim? Jesus.
I was hiding my dildo collection.
Nice. So Jim, where are you at? Tell my buddy Jim where you live.
I live in the Eastern Townships. I live in Orford.
Right. So there's a reason why we don't meet in person.
Okay.
And we
The other reason-
used to write
Because we're all
songs.
budding alcoholics.
Buddy. Fuck, we did the
Budding,
10,000 hours. We're there, guys. We mastered this shit.
Oop,
It's a bunch of
caca.
fucking beer swilling bastards that we are. Steve's the only one chilling. He's like, nah, whatever. I'm not drinking. So
Steve's ready for bed.
it's our old band. We used to write songs. What's the circa like 1990 what
95.
20 years?
95.
25 years? Fuck me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So 25 years ago, we used to be in a band, and we used to have a local that we'd rehearse in the East End, and we'd meet 3-4 nights a week and drink beers and share our shit and talk about our life and write songs. And so Enzo, this guy right here, had the bright idea of calling me up and saying, let's go have a beer. So I learned all about all the shit that I missed out in 20 years in, an hour? We drank a beer or two, and we said, yeah, let's, maybe we should hang out. And we have this album of material. We got how many songs? 13 songs, Enz?
Yeah.
13 songs that we wrote and that we're proud of, but it's ancient history because we haven't played them in that long, 25 years. And then he says, well, what do you say we work on them? And so Enzo is a master mixer. He's very good at editing and working with digital audio workspace. So he starts retracting and well, no, but you retract, you remastered shit that we recorded on an ADAT, like fucking, backwards and in a dark room with lots of smoke and beer. It was cool because it started to sound good. But then Enz has the hard chore of saying, well, fuck, the drums on this one are crap and it's garbage and crap. So I jokingly said to Enz, why don't we re-record everything? Let's fucking do it all from scratch. And Enz like, no, you can't do that because you live in Orford, you live in fucking townships, whatever. And then, well, what do we say? Let's get together and jam. So that's what we did last week. We got together. Steve has a shop where he works his ass off.
When he's not lying in state.
Right. He's in stasis right now, and he's on a coronary, but whatever. So Steve volunteered some space, so we went to this shop, this machine shop, and we jammed in his little local, and it was awesome. So after 25 years, how do we do? What do you say? What's the consensus? Did we suck ass? Did we do all right? Was it?
Other than the amp antics, it was good, right, Steve?
Mess up.
Yeah.
Mess up.
It was good. I had a good time.
We broke all of our fucking gear out of cobwebs and
mothballs
and whatever, and guitars that fucking hadn't seen the light of day in 20 years. And we did not bad. We drank a few beers. We ate some chips. We went at the Jerry's Smoked Meat, which was fucking awesome. I haven't been there in a million years. I told you a million times, the owner of Jerry's Smoked Meat lives down the street.
Okay.
So I haven't told him yet that we fucking went and scoped his place. Name drop it. Is Alex here tonight? Alex working tonight? I know Alex. Fuck you. Eat your smoked meat. Shut up. Give me your $10. Idiot. So then we jammed. Like, it was great. It was fucking awesome. So this is our thing. We're rekindling, and at the same time, Enzo is spearheading us getting back together. Steve built a fucking drum kit from scratch.
Yeah.
Custom drum kit.
Awesome shit.
And it's
That's why I'm lying in bed here.
Yeah,
you're lying in bed.
From building drum kits.
Finished, eh?
Turn your head to the side. We're going to see the input for the regeneration chamber. You Borg or whatever.
That's right. Oxygen tank. Clear. Scan his face. And Jim, who's never been online in his life ever, actually now has a Facebook account and an Instagram account. And you have a porno account? Is that working out?
No, but I do have Guinness underwear on there.
Right.
No, I heard he said you have a Dildos R Us account.
Dildos R Us, exactly. Toys R Us.
I'm gonna start one. Yeah, that's gonna be. Awesome.
So that should catch on in Orford.
Dildos R Us.
It's a big demand for that. 400 people living there love that shit.
Yeah, Dildos R Us. Yeah, where would that catch on?
Anywhere.
Yeah, I guess. I was gonna say in the village, but anyway.
The new cafe you're gonna open up down the road.
Yeah.
Right next to the smoked meat place.
Right.
That's right.
I've always been partial to French ticklers, honestly.
Poutines and dildos, yeah.
My favorite. Hey, that's racist. What are you talking about? How about English ticklers? What the hell? Come on now. Where West Island is it?
Nobody likes the English.
No.
Two square. So Jim here is
tickler, please. I'd quite fancy that. Really? You fancy that, do you? I do, yeah.
Particular way. So Jim here is a very, very, what's the word I'm going to use before he tries to shut me down?
I like music.
He appreciates music.
He's an aficionado.
This is talented, and this is want to be talented.
Right.
Have somewhat knowledge.
So Jim plays very decent rhythm guitar and doesn't practice enough to remember all the chords all the way through. And when he stumbles on not remembering a chord, Jim and Jim, hello, meet each other. Is it a name
But
thing?
I personally think that I'd be more of a natural drummer.
Ooh.
Me too.
With drummers. Everybody here, there's a drummer.
Want to be drummers.
We want to be drummers. I never wanted to drum.
No,
that's true.
Trust me. I always wanted to be able to pick up the guitar and play anything I wanted. That's the fantasy. But I think drumming is where I'd be more talented.
Cool.
You see, I never wanted to be a drummer.
Jim
you could end up like
I never wanted to be a drummer. I just got stuck in. I had to pick some instrument that I could actually play. Guitar wasn't my forte. Neither was bass or singing. So I said, "Oh well, I'll just hit these things and I'll see what happens." And then
That's it.
next thing I know, I'm playing in this band called Soulmasons.
No, liar, ass, whatever.
On fire.
No.
Are you judging me, Enzo?
Yes, I'm judging you. Most of your high school years, you always talked about drumming. And then
because eventually I got into it.
Confessional.
You see what happens? Listen, this is the confessional. What happens? You're 12 years old and you listen to Joy Division for the first time and you say, "It's over. I'm in music. That's it. I'm a musician. Right. I'm going for it. That's it." Well, there's a whole other host of bands, but I mean,
really?
Joy Division pretty much.
Joy Division's what did it for you?
What? Oh yeah, Joy Division. That's synonymous with dildos, man.
I know where Dildos R Us, my first store.
There you go.
But you see, look,
You'll be
back
my
in
first
80,
customer, I'm
1979, 80, Joy Division was the code word for the future of dildos. So that that pretty much summed it
Right.
up.
It's Latin for dildo. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's Latin
Right.
for ride me.
There's a division of joy going on there. I mean, it's something to do with dildos.
Joy Division, yeah, dildo, yeah. It all makes sense.
The guy off
It was
himself, and all of a sudden he said, well, how do we change the name now? We go to dildos. Yeah, dildos is good. Joy Division.
It's a perfect segue.
It's too there. It's too. Just change the name.
God forbid somebody ever searches for dildos on the internet now.
It's
You're
over.
back.
And they find
It's
us.
over. The search is over.
Is
It's all based on this video tonight.
Is this being recorded?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. You're live.
live on the web.
I'm going to try to articulate that.
We're hoping that somebody will want to watch this voluntarily. You know, that's our
fading
plan.
out.
You're Jim from Ireland. Your face is not being faded out or blurred.
Yeah, we're not protecting the innocent or the not so innocent.
There's no such thing.
We never use protection, guys. Remember? That's
No.
the rule.
All right,
all
damn
about
no.
All about the uncleansed dildos, yes.
Otherwise, you don't have annoying kids after.
That's why I fucking love you guys. Filthy
But
bastards
you know what,
that you are.
Steve, to your point where you had to choose an instrument, when I started playing guitar with, as you all know, other than the other Jim, is that
I'm
Brad
gonna need beer for this.
played guitar. My buddy Dave played guitar, and my brother played guitar. And so we sort of had this little gang of people playing guitar. I said, I want to play guitar. I said, fuck you, you don't play guitar because we got too many guitars already. I'm going to get a pedal that makes it sound like a bass, but I'm going to actually play guitar. Okay, you do that, Jim. I never bought the pedal. And so we all played guitar, and they sucked. And I got a little bit better, and I just wanted to be part of their gang, really. Because they all went and got lessons from Mel Bay books.
How old were you? How old were you guys at this time?
12. 12.
So you did start early. Fuck.
Yeah, 12, because my brother was taking lessons, and on his nice Wilco guitar, and Brad was playing bass guitar, and a guy Dave from school was playing guitar. Yeah, we're in grade 7, and Dave, yeah, he wasn't.
No last names.
No last names. He's a good Joe, but no, his guitar playing blows. I mean, unless it's gotten really good. And so they were playing, and they're like, "Oh, they're playing Iron Maiden and Slayer and stuff," and like they thought they were anyway. And I'm like, "Oh my god, you guys!" Anyway, whatever. I can't play, so I took my brother's guitar book and started playing, like, kind of in a closet. It's like, with my dildos and. Anyway. And my brother gave up his lessons because it started to be like homework, and they were playing, and I just kind of showed up one day, and I could play almost as well as they did because I was kind of practicing on the side at home and nobody knew. I said, well, I can play, so I want to play with you guys. And they're like, no, you got to play something else because we got 2 guitar players already. Like, we're not having a third. We need a bass player. We need a drummer. Can you sing? Whatever. And no, I can't do any of that shit. But I play guitar. So we all played guitar. And then Brad ended up playing drums, and he played bass, and he played guitar, and he back and all kinds of stuff. And I just kept going on guitar. And Dave, I don't know, he decided to go join Joy Division or I don't know what. Anyway, and
Bad Division.
And it just kind of kept going.
Jim, you have an acoustic handy that you can give us a quick riff? Is that too much to ask? Is that presumptuous?
No. And you get to see my fine Guinness undies.
Nice. A little TMI right there.
That's Isn't the amplit on it? Don't you have the amplit?
What's that?
Don't you have your amplit? Why don't you use the
no, but
give us some Stevie Ray.
I can give you that too, but.
Dude, I don't know. How far are you away from your kids?
He's in the basement. They're in the third.
No, I can play. Believe me. Here, I'll light up the.
Right.
Can you say Sybil? No.
You want the Les Paul or the Strat?
Buddy, the guitar that's cold like your beer. It's all good. Whatever you like.
I should make him go. Watch this. Take the Ibanez.
Alright.
Fuck that.
James, before Jim goes off and plays you some tunes, I just want to introduce you to Canadian beer, Molson Dry, to just ensure that cirrhosis of the liver.
We're not getting money for endorsements, bro.
It'll just dry up your liver.
Shitty channel right now.
Nobody wants to drink that shit. Nobody. We want to drink the stuff they make in Quebec City. I got to show you this.
Cibois.
This is awesome beer. And you know what? I can't get that fucking picture to come up. Damn.
The glitter.
Can you see
that? Looks like it's got estrogen in it.
That's a channel. And
you have Gwen Stefani on the can. So
that's right.
Yeah, it's estrogen.
Every can be careful, has Jim. This hot.
Those dildos are going to go somewhere else.
They're going to Jim's channel. He's logging in on his YouTube.
I have my XXX channel. Yeah.
Right. Quadruple X. It's that porno.
Yeah.
Porno.
Uber porn.
What do you want to hear?
Fire it up, buddy.
Whatever you feel like.
Give us a riff in H flat.
H flat, yeah, man.
Make it heavy.
H flat, okay. H flat would be, I got it.
How about ends? What should we make him play?
I'm thinking.
The lead from Nigel Bishop.
Can you hear it?
Louder. Or just bring the phone closer to the amp.
The answer is always Jim, louder.
Yeah.
Fire it up, Jimmo.
Is it good?
I hear it.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Now we might have the cops coming.
Jesus, right when I have to pee? Fuck.
What? Burning the pee?
Let's test your memory. Yeah.
How about Eruption?
I don't know. But, I'm trying to think of some riffs that I could play. The stuff that I
How about Interstate Love Song?
Interstate Love Song.
That's a good tune.
Nice. How's your beer?
I'm gonna play my own goddamn thing, Steve. You have to do that.
Oh, you're only
Don't do that. Getting through it. Almost.
I just did it.
Jam.
concentrating.
Yeah? Yeah, listen. What lead do you remember? Back in Black?
Back in Black. Something like that, yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Next.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
There you go. It's the...
Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're doing Stump
Watch
the
out.
Guitar.
Watch out, Steve went to go get his drums.
What else do I remember? Not much. Good times.
Thank you, Jim, for indulging us. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Very kind
all right, cool.
Jealous.
So,
I mean, if you need something else that I might remember,
Jim got some chops.
I can't remember a damn thing.
Okay, now I have another request. Enzo, it's for you, buddy, but you're not getting the Ascabo, are you?
No, I'm one of those pterodactyl mosquito things.
Right. What the hell is that? Harry Beers.
What's up?
That's what's giving the light for me to be able to see me tonight.
Pay-per-views.
It's the only thing that's giving me light over here.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I thought that was from the Dildos R Us site.
Cheerios.
It's the sequel.
Cheerios and Harry Beers.
My request,
it's the sequel.
Enzo, my request is the same as my daughter's request from earlier yesterday.
Sure.
I want to see the Iron Forge.
Hey, I'm gonna get Excalibur first.
This is the mastermind of our band.
Excalibur.
This is the dangerous shit that he keeps hanging in his fucking garage. Ridiculously dangerous. Sharpened at all times.
Oh, Jesus.
Been a while.
It's how he trims his toenails.
Yeah, it's pretty much me. There it is.
Look at that.
The full steel, man.
It's freaking long. I'm guessing that's where they got the longsword name.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Enzo's Italian. They got to find a way to chop the salami. So there's a thing.
And then there's this thing, which is basically just a blunt instrument.
Fucking crazy. God damn it. Me.
This thing is brutal.
Ridiculous.
Like,
Ridiculous.
That looks familiar with the little ridges.
oh.
Yeah. Buddy, don't chop off your zombie foot. Come on. What's up?
Or better yet, don't go Monday morning in traffic with those things in the back seat.
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you on an alcohol.
Okay, just to say, I'm about 6'4".
No, just traffic in the morning. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's right. Ridiculous. I'm envious. Envious.
He's got a sword. Like
two, man.
I want. Yeah.
But
I want.
His neighbors love him. They really do. He practices out on the lawn in the morning.
In the old days in RDP, I used to clean them on the gallery with my guns.
I would sport one when the Jehovah's come. That's what I'm sorry if anybody's a Jehovah's.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, we're very non-denominational here. No worries.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to offend anybody, but I probably will.
All right, so Steve, you can't whip out your drums or anything like that, but
don't whip out
nothing.
Steve.
Tell us what you feel about Jehovah's, Steve. Go.
No, Paul, you're opening one can of worms.
Yeah.
No. I'm going back to Enzo now. I'm going back to Enzo because now he said something about sharpening his sword or playing with his sword in RDP. Now I understand why you live in Beloy. They said you can come to work in Montreal, and these are your hours, but you cannot stay in Montreal.
Get your ass back out of here as fast as possible.
City took out a temporary restraining order on him. Get out.
It's not temporary. It's fucking lifetime.
It's permanent.
Permanent, yeah.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Behave.
Right.
What the hell was that?
Okay. I got to say bye to Jim. Stay on.
Nice to meet all of you guys.
Jim's out.
Take care, buddy.
Nice to meet all of you.
Take it easy. Good meeting you, man.
Take care, man. Cheers.
See you next Saturday.
Maybe you're smoking on the way to your car?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I am.
Oh, dildos are us.
Yeah.
Why not?
Great answer, bro.
That little thing I showed you before, the hairy beavers, it's actually called 4 anal workouts. That's what they call it.
Practice, buddy. Practice.
Discretion button, man.
There may be children around, Steve.
There's more kids. The kids are vacating.
They don't know what we're talking about.
No, if you talk about anal freaking
acrobatics, yeah.
They don't know that stuff.
Well, if we're talking about beavers and, hairy clams and other stuff, that's one thing.
Just tell Aiden a dildo is like a V8 motor or something like that. Just tell him. He'll say, okay. And they'll let him find out on his own later on, like everybody else does.
Steve, it's not like when you and I were kids.
Oh, cheers.
There's this thing called Google, and he knows how to spell, sort of. So, you know.
I get these. You get the cooler.
So then why did he ask you for? You need a confirmation.
I don't know, really. That's a good question. Because he didn't have Wi-Fi in the car, that's why.
Okay.
Because if not, he would have typed it out.
Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah.
You want to know what my sex talks was with my son?
What? We're sharing this?
Yes.
Can't make this shit up, Paul.
He
Mind
said,
your step
Steve.
here, Jim. There's a lip of wood.
He said, Steve. I said, what? He said, I got laid. I said, good for you. That was our sex talk.
Wow. Yeah, I don't want to tell you about mine. It's kind of ridiculous. What happened to the other real gym chair? The blue one. The light one.
What do you want? A metal?
No, I mean from last year.
Oh, not from you. Not you. I met my son. What do you want? A metal?
Okay. I thought you were having an episode, and I don't know who the hell you were talking to.
Good evening.
She's so impressed.
No, she's not.
It's okay.
That's going to be a pillow talk conversation, man, and I don't want to know about it.
No,
I doubt
it's been years. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I'm impressed with you, Paul. You're not 3 sheets to the wind after this shindig.
5 sheets.
No. You can ask him. Usually, when I have the barbecue, I'm hammered before the guests arrive.
I started
Really? I
drinking
didn't know
yesterday.
that.
What are you talking about? I've been drinking since Tuesday to get ready for this shit, bud.
We were hammered last night. Yeah, by the way, guys, me and Paul had an impromptu little session yesterday. We were
Oh,
chatting.
man. Wee bit of a hangover. Fuck.
He was fucking pounding Wino Hill like crazy. Calm down.
Nice.
I took a leak the next morning. It was purple, and I didn't eat any beets.
Jesus. Paul, you need to see a doctor.
Yeah. No, the doctor doesn't want to see me anymore. He's like, you're beyond
Okay, I understand. You're at that point.
So, no, because when I used to do the barbecues...
Are you limping, Paul?
Hey?
Are you limping these days? Haven't reached the gout yet, have you?
No zombie foot yet. But
Sergio's got the gout.
I know who to ask for advice. So far, so good.
So, just to finish, when I'd be preparing for the guests to arrive, I'd be mixing my pina colada, my margarita, and my Jack Daniel's lemonade. So I sample everything repeatedly. So when these people show up, I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Hey, welcome.
One time, I don't know if it was the last one or whatever, 5 years ago, I'm cutting lemons, right? And I could have used the sword. I was flying. Fuck, lemons aren't supposed to be red. Oh, shit. Oh. Clamp that down.
So, Enzo, when they came for your liver, they said, oh, shit.
Yeah.
No.
Keep it.
Remember, listen, I've said a lot of things about rekindling our friendship and this and that, but one of the other most important things that you guys, the Soulmasons, have done is you've put me back on the road to being an alcoholic, which is wonderful. So,
hey, here.
When was this?
Mandatory.
Steve, I drink once a year on the barbecues. That's it. Now I drink
That's it?
Saturday. And maybe some days in the week.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, you should have hung around with me for a few years.
Hey, we got to call on Tuesdays if you want, and it's no problem.
Yeah.
We'll beef it up, man. It's all good.
Whenever you start hitting the sauce, just, call it a boop. We got to have a Soulmason meeting, And then away we go. We got an excuse.
It goes
I gotta say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I tell you, was it when did we talk last, Ends? Was it last night or the night before?
Last night.
It was last night. Good. So thank you. You justified my existence this
I'll
morning.
be back, guys.
Good luck.
Justified in what way? What do you mean?
This morning, hungover, giddy like a motherfucker. And I'm so like, life is great. And I was so fucking like ridiculously giddy and happy. Doing groceries, whatever, getting sausages and all this shit for today. And I was like, this is so fun. This is absolutely fun. So it made me think about, I've read a few articles because the whole idea, the notion of pot legalization and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And I work in HR. I mean, you know, the mortgage gets paid from the day job, and the day job is HR. So we talk about this shit. And as a company, we're thinking about whether or not we're going to employ the new rules regarding pot for our group insurance and all that kind of stuff. So it's a conversation. It's not a big one, just it's a thing. And so it makes me think about how, you know, pot, booze, all these different hallucinogens rewire your brain and make you think differently. And so Jimi Hendrix comes to mind with the acid pad and his fucking headband and all that shit. To be creative, to be more of an artist. A real creative mind needs to think in a different way. And so, I mean, I'm not about to start fucking doing mushrooms. Fucking 48 years old and 2 kids. It's not going to happen. But I really do enjoy having a hangover with you guys because it makes me think in a slightly different way. So I'm not about to experiment with illicit drugs and do stupid shit at my age, but I feel compelled to go into excess with the wine and the beer every once in a while, weekly. I'm fine with that. So long as my doctor tells me I don't need a fucking colonoscopy, I'm doing
Keep
it.
going.
Because it makes me feel like creative. And I honestly come up with different shit. When I see Jim's video about F sharp and whatever, and I see Steve creating a drum set, you know, like, and Enzo, fuck you with your chordsmith abilities. It's crazy.
You know what?
Like, I got to do my part. I got to do my share. And it's for me. It has to be beer and wine because I'm not going to do anything else. But it's fun. It's fun to rewire the brain.
But you know what? You bring up a point. It's a couple of times you said it, and I keep forgetting to tell you about it. You say chordsmith. You started me down that road.
Sorry.
Yeah. Remember Journey of a Lifetime? Song?
Yeah. Fuck, do I remember it? Of course. Of course.
There's a section in there where we do, after that weird A Pink Floyd thing, where we do D, A, C, F, G, some shit like that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Me back then, all I was majors and minors. That's it.
Right.
You played a weird variation on a D. And I'm like, that sounds so cool. And we kept playing it. And you started me, okay, that's a different way to do it. And through the years, I ripped off George Harrison, whatever, fine. But
George Harrison ripped off some other people, too.
Exactly. It was ironic. The other day, I was trying to remember what I played in our jam on Jim's song, right? And I'm like,
yeah,
I think I'm ripping
off. I'll get to it, by the way. I will post that shit. I haven't forgotten. I'm not going to let it stray for too long.
No worries.
No worries. No,
sorry to interrupt, Enzo.
No, but it's true. There's like I said it before, even like in text, there's a way that we push each other, like, oh, okay, okay, only natural. So
no, but the thing is, it's not normal for people to have that kind of creative pressure in their life. I don't feel like 95% of the population feel compelled to create or to think differently. I think it's normal to do the opposite. It's normal to I mean, the grind, the fucking grind. DNS, work for the government, all of our little fucking whatever. 9 to 5. We do it. The zombie foot comes from your 9 to 5. You know, like it's your forklift is too small. You're fucking.
I fucked it big time today. I cut the freaking grass. Holy shit, man! Pom, pom, pom. I'm like I have a disco beat going on my foot. So yeah, drinking is awesome. Listen, like you said, if you ain't peeing blood or coughing it up or shitting it, keep going.
I agree, 100%. It's absolutely essential. I mean, the nights that I used to spend 3-4 nights a week playing covers at all those fucking different Irish pubs, and I only remember the Irish pubs because prior to that, Steve will testify to this, the biker clubs, it's fucking devastating. It's harsh to get $1,000 to play for 2 people. You're basically getting coke money, and you know it, and you're like, I'm not comfortable with this. So we graduated to Irish pubs where at least we're making sort of honest cash. But then you're playing on a Tuesday for the brown-eyed girl, please play Pink Floyd again. You're like, fuck off. I'd rather be home. I don't miss it. And now I can focus on being creative when I want to, how I want to, with you guys, for you guys, with you guys.
Yeah.
So Journey of a Lifetime is a great fucking point, because that needs to be an opus that we re-fucking generate and make it, because it is an amalgamation of all these different fucking crazy. It could be 7 songs, you know. It could easily be 7 songs, but it needs to be our opus. It needs to be our stairway. I can't wait to fucking do that together and re-engineer it, because as you know, I have a lot of fucking ideas about it, but we need that to be part of the repertoire. I can't wait. Fucking can't wait. But we got so much new material. We got so much shit. Like, the new song list is almost as big as the fucking Guitar Case Stories. It's stupid. Stupid.
To fill, Steve, Jim, to fill you in what me and Paul talked about, it was a way to work on the new stuff. And Paul fired off the receivers in here. What the hell are you doing?
As we're talking, I'm listening. I'm very much participating. I'm just moving some shit, like, because I am leaving for fucking Montebello tomorrow morning. So I'm working and souling. It won't be long. I'm just shifting some caca. Well, you're say your piece, man.
Shift your caca. Listen to caca while you shift your caca.
Okay, what me and Paul discussed.
I'm not saying your dildo. I'm saying shift your caca.
Listen. Paul enlightened me on how to make it work to record just my part, ship it off to you guys, how to ship it back, and how to make it work. Like, hey, shit, I got a part. Let me cut right in the middle, add my part. What do you guys think? No, it sucks. Take it back out. So I'm going to be cracking up on that this week. And it's going to be a lot easier than what, like the old days. Okay, record on the tape. Everybody got a copy of the fucking tape. Bring it home.
Fuck, remember that.
Whoa, slipped out.
This is going to be really cool because we're going to have a lot of stuff popping in. I mean, yeah, and Jim, me and Paul were talking about Trello. Fuck Trello. It's a waste of time. Trust me.
And no sweat. I brought it up. I didn't even sign into the fucker yet. So,
I know. Me and Paul are the only ones who go look at it and like, what the fuck? Fuck this shit.
I just haven't had time. I apologize.
No, but it's.
But you know what? It was
don't
cool endeavor
apologize,
to
man.
go and see.
It was a good suggestion. It was a really good suggestion.
Yeah,
You're just trying to advance us, man. That's it.
Well, and I'm good on you because you can teach me how to use it because I'm gonna use it for work eventually. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's putting on his burial robe.
I was gonna say he's out for an evening jog.
Go.
Do the hustle.
He's gonna get arrested. He's gone from lurking to showing.
We're gonna witness a bank robbery right now.
He's not doing the hustle. He's doing the rustle. He's just slowly do the shuffle.
Tea time.
You're supposed to mute your mic and your cam there, Steve. Didn't we talk about this?
Mute that shit.
The sound of rented beer.
Rendered beer.
Oh, rented beer, be gone. Yes.
It ain't yellow. It's white.
Crazy.
It's not red, Steve. You're okay.
Later on in life. That's another story.
I don't know if you guys have had this Archibald beer, man. That is awesome. Awesome beer.
You understand the concept of online for life. right? Right? This
I don't care.
Okay.
People pee.
People pee.
It's part of life.
The perfect answer.
I can have the shirt made. I love all kinds of T-shirts. People pee.
People pee.
Pee is part of life.
The queen
What is
pees.
it?
My mother's
Everyone
freaking out in
pees.
the next room.
The Pope has a penis.
It's like, I got to talk to this guy
He
tomorrow morning.
uses it. Francis pees. Deal with it. Fuck.
What was that old thing years
Get
ago?
over it.
IP freely or something like that? The IP daily.
I pee
or-
freely.
I pee
Oh,
freely.
God.
Yeah.
What the hell were we talking about? Ends. Back.
Enzo, focus us. Where were we? What the
Which
fuck?
one?
Trello, Smello. I don't
Oh,
know.
Smello. Right, Smello.
The Washington Capitals won.
Yeah.
Hey.
Enzo's going to do his happy dance. He loves Ovechkin.
Steve, you're doing your happy dance?
No, Ovechkin is doing his happy dance. Enzo's going to do his happy dance.
Excusez-moi.
I can't go to
Oh.
the court.
So seriously, what the hell were we talking about?
That's a good one.
No idea. No idea. Can't remember.
Me either. It's terrible.
You're all fucked up.
No, listen, Enzo, you missed this one. You missed this one.
No, okay,
Devon's-
so we're talking about...
Well, hold on. Before you go on, I just want Enzo to know because Washington won the game, but when they won the game, Devon Smith-Pelly took Fleury stick and he just jagged it off him like that. That was so good. And he told him to go fuck himself.
You jagged him off?
That's bad.
He took his stick and ripped his fucking stick off right over there.
Oh, okay.
Not his dildo, his stick.
That's not the same as jagging him off, Steve. I hate to tell you.
Oh, he jagged him off, all right.
It's on par with, dunking his dildo, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. He dunked his dildo, all
No,
right.
seriously, before you took a squirt, what were we talking about?
I was telling you about how
Music
Oh,
is important.
cutting tracks in and out, and slice and dice, ginsuing.
No, because in a way, instead of how do we
Cheap
get
Harry
started?
Beavers.
How do we get started? What do we do?
Harry
We're
Goobers?
going to write a mouth. I'm just gonna. What just happened to him?
Who's stabbing who?
You.
Oh, Jim cut out.
I'm here, no? Am I here?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of how do we do this? So I'm going to track my ideas. I'm going to try and track whoever's ideas or whatever, but like a single track with just, like Paul said, a bit of melody, a bit of, okay, this is where the drums come in, this is, and then he can play it and you can play it and he can play, and okay, put your idea down. All right, send it back. No, this sucks. Send it back. And that's how we can work on stuff without trying to figure out what to do, basically. Because since we're not in a room together, okay, guys, listen. You got the cassette player going? So now I have a foundation of how to go. Because I stopped writing. Jim, I write every day.
Prolifically. It's timed with your bowel movements, right? It's on, it's as regular. It's like doing a locomotion, right?
Not anymore, man. I don't play in the toilet anymore.
No, but I'm just saying your writing is as prolific as your pooping. So and that's pretty regular. So as far as I know,
if that were true, I'd be rich by now.
This is we want to do a push for Metamucil, if we need, but we don't need. So
Ovaltine? Why do they call it Ovaltine for? It's round. It should be called Roundtine. That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
So yes, you write a lot of shit, and so you need to rein that in. And what you're saying, you got to work on what we got.
No, I mean because
that time of the evening.
Blast off.
Yeah, that's right.
He's in the car.
Oh, it's Steve. Just make sure
we're in the cocoon.
When you test drive your next dildo, don't chip your teeth on it, all right?
That's why he buys the rubber
Cuckoo
ones.
banana.
And that's why he buys the rubber ones, not the porcelain ones anymore.
Man, those hurt.
And they're a little cold too.
Yeah, a little bit of cold, yeah.
The rubber one.
January is not a good month for those things.
No, seriously. You know.
Anyway,
Seriously.
so
I'm gonna have to explain to him what a dildo is. That's sad. Anyway.
Son,
That's on you, buddy. That's on you.
Yeah.
different than Michael asking, popping out there. What about sexual favors? Shut the fuck up. Don't say that again. What? Shut the fuck up. Don't say it again.
nah, just picture him going, son, dildos, well, you see, the thing about dildos is they're like,
I'm gonna
like
tell him to ask
a good
Siri.
cake in the morning, you know?
A
So
cake?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
let Enzo get back to his cool story instead of the dildo shit. Guys, come on. Fuck the...
geez.
Enzo, on track.
Okay,
Enzo,
okay.
save us, please. Save
Save
this
Paul wants a
episode.
show.
Fuck.
Paul wants a real show.
Fuck.
No, but
I can give you.
I've
I
got
can
a
give you a
guest
real show.
appearance. I've got Jim playing lead. Steve's in bed. Dildos.
Sounds like
Paul,
a winner
I
to
can give you
me.
a real serious
It's
show
a
if you like. I can
classic
give you a real
fucking
serious show. I
Soulmasons
can-
episode.
I'd
Dildos.
buy that for $1.
So, Enzo was saying, go.
yes. Our new originals. Yes. But even our old originals, which are also new originals anyway. Think of it that way. Don't think of as the old stuff as old stuff anymore. It's new stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
I'm going to drop my version of Got to Move On. I'm going to drop my version of, what's that song I want to cut in half?
Not regarding time.
Take it as it comes. Take it as it
Yeah.
comes. I fucking hate that song. It's a beautiful
I
song.
fucking hate that
The
song.
best part of that song ends when you
It's
flick the zipper
long-winded.
open. There you go.
But
I mean, if you play that song in front of a windmill, you will supply electricity for like 7 countries with that song.
What the hell?
Jim, I don't know why, but I can't see you, bro. What's going on, man? Can you guys see Jim?
Yeah.
I see Jim.
Nah.
Hang on, let me turn on the lights. Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's yeah, doesn't matter. I'm sure. Look,
Yeah, Gibble boy.
I hope it's recording. Listen, when we get more than 10 viewers, we'll worry about making sure that everything is good.
Yeah. No dildo talk.
In the meantime, it's for prosperity. All right. But yes, ends. I agree 100%. It's about all of it being new material.
Yeah,
And
it is.
it's, you know, I got a lot of lyrical suggestions to take. I mean, take it as it comes, you know, like I'm searching for reasons. There's so much discrepancy between the first verse, the second verse, the third verse. Is it a guy lamenting? Is it a guy bitching? Is it a guy in love? Like,
But
it needs
Hey,
to be
let's
cohesive.
get into
I got a lot of issue with that. The whole
why
lyric.
did we? I can't remember and you know me, I'm the one who remembers everything. Why did we do that with that song? Why did we do 4 verses before a fucking chorus? Look at
There
the
was
structure
something
of the song.
I'm trying to remember, and I have the worst memory of the band.
I know.
I'll be honest.
I
But
do.
I vaguely recall, like, there was in the local, in the studio, I'm like, let me just try it. Let me just do this. And the lyrics were clearly incomplete, but we said, I'm going to try this. And I was more, personally, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but I was more interested in getting a lyrical structure, like a vocal structure, not lyrical, vocal structure of trying to back myself up. Because it's one of the only songs where I really sang, I backed myself up. You remember, like, trying to harmonize with myself and starting verses before I finished the last note of the previous verse.
No, that's
Love in Your Eyes.
That's Love in Your Eyes, and that you did awesome.
That's the best song we have.
That's
what
awesome.
I'm thinking of.
No,
Think as it
Sorry.
runs.
no.
You're right. That's the one that I've got lyrical issues with.
Well, that's my lyrics. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Guys, it's
Bring
about
up the
time.
sword and the dildo. It's okay. Dildo. Go. Dildo.
Guys, it's about time. I like that song a lot, but for me personally, you have to go to my section where you say alternative horror and baby born, whatever, and change that to someone else because I still deal with these people today.
Yeah,
So I think that lyric should be changed. I think it's a
agree
great song.
100%.
We never say in the song who it applies to.
It's pretty obvious. My son's
No.
not an idiot.
You know what? I agree. So it's an unreleased original. It's never going to see the light of day until we decide how that last verse is going to appear. Because all the rest of it it's constitutional, and the last verse is very much. And we got to change.
Guys,
that.
I've been dildo to a lot of girls, so I can tell you, I can pick one of them and just say, listen, talk about this one in particular, and that's it. Problem solved.
That version of the song is a testament of a point in time.
Yeah.
And I agree. That point in time has an extended, reality because you have a son that is a man. So we gotta make that song non-public, that version of the song, and we can change it. We can easily change it. I agree.
Yeah.
You have a lot of other dildo moments who we can fucking capture. So
Yeah, it's easy,
It's
just
ripping off a Band-Aid and putting it back on, and
It's because
we got to be willing to do that with all our shit. Like Enzo's saying, we got to rewrite anything that
we
doesn't
can do
suit
anything.
us. So we're gonna absolutely. I agree. Verse 4.
What it is about that song, that verse, okay? What it is because the way it happened, it was just me and Paul when we were doing it, and it was spontaneity. It was just slammed the door, we looked at each other, he did the cry, we started cackling like idiots, and it just fell in time. So that's why we were like enamored with it, because originally all that shit wasn't there. It just happened on the spot. So it's like, this is gold. That's why it always stayed. We always had the baby cry, we had the laugh, we had this, because it wasn't planned. So it's sort of like polka, the polka when we used to do it.
Yeah, sure. I understand that. I mean, it was just thrill of the moment there. You guys did that, and now we realize that we can actually change it at any time and redo the song because actually I have ideas for that. And in the percussive sense, the song should stay the same in every note. And just on another thing that change it up. That's it.
Sack it on out.
Tasebu. Yeah.
That's the
I
best
actually
part.
like the change part. I like the change part. Throwing the change on the floor.
Hold on, I want to turn on the ego. Why don't you like my fucking lyrics?
What?
Oh, are you addressing that to me?
No,
to Paul.
What do you mean? Why don't I
You're
like
addressing it to Paul.
Yeah.
You're addressing it to me too because
I love the lyric. What are you talking about?
No,
And take it as it comes.
No. Take it as it comes. That's actually Take It As It Comes is my poetry from a book that Jim and Paul read and Paul filled in.
Right.
That's where Take It As It Comes from. I don't know, Steve, if you had a part of that one too. I think that one's all four of us. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think I had a part in that.
I think it's random lines everywhere. That's why that one's maybe disjointed. But Love in Your Eyes is my old high school love song.
Yannick!
Shut your fucking mouth!
Hey,
We
Jim, did you
wanted,
ever
we
meet
wanted
Yannick?
to pay tribute to
Yeah, I met
the
Yannick
original
once.
I knew
flavor
Yannick.
of that poetry. We wanted to make the original poetry be the source, like without fucking around with it. But there's a discontinuance in the way that it's presented. It starts off, I've seen love in your eyes, like a fire dancing in the night. Beautiful. Fuck, that's awesome. A fire dancing in the night. Like, this is amazing imagery. I'm excited. I want to fucking feel the rest of the story. It's like a love.
And then it knows
it's gonna get hot and crazy. And then, but then it goes. It becomes complaintive. Like it becomes like, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, because you didn't bone her. That's why.
But there's so many angst-fueled emotions in each verse, but they don't match.
I don't
The
remember.
first one is, oh, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
And then there's another verse like, nah. And then there's another verse that's like, I regret. And I want it to be consistent. I want it to be consistent.
So it doesn't take much to take what's there already
Go.
and just tweak a little tiny bit so that it can be more consistent. I love the beginning. The whole start of it is extremely like, wow, come here, watch what's gonna fucking happen. You're gonna fucking love this. And then halfway through, it's like, meh. It's like I've been married for 20 years. It's not a get ready for this, man. But it's like, whatever.
Ironically, you've nailed it. My whole lyrical career. I start off, bang, inspiration, and then it's like, okay, I got to fill in the blanks. Fuck, what do I do now? And
I do that every fucking night that I ever played with Southbound, and we did an ad hoc blues. I'm fucking beer, you're right. I'm drinking beer, I'm all right. And then I'm talking about like a fight that I had with my ex-girlfriend, and then I'm talking about the poutine that I ate, and like, that's normal. That's songwriting. That's exactly what it is. But that song deserves the fucking luxury of consistency throughout all of the fucking ideas of each verse, and it just needs to be more like the first verse. That's all I feel.
And what Jim was
I want it to be a constant like, let me use the example of Cheers. Remember the show Cheers? And what's the bartender? They had the
oh yeah.
So they had this romance, right? Like it was, are they gonna get together? And when they got together, they lost their ratings. You know, so we got to keep the tension. We got to keep the tension. I've seen love in your eyes, like a fire dancing in the night. The guy never gets it. The guy never gets the girl. That's right. What we got to keep throughout. And the last verse, he still doesn't get her. But there's a chance. It's like the old movies, the old black and white movies. You never see them kiss. They're like, in the moment of a kiss, you don't see the fucking kiss. You never fucking see it. That's what this song needs to be all the way through.
Cool. So, no problem. Go for it.
I would take the first verse and make it the last verse and go even more, like, a little bit more conservative in verse 1. I've thought of love in my mind, you know, like something less violent as fire, like a little bit more subdued, and just I imagine love. It could be fun, something very inspiring about it. And then, I got inspired, like, because I saw someone and then I've seen love in your eyes, like you're the one, cool. And I fucking pick you, and that's where I see the song being that feeling of, whoa. The flame is in the last verse. That's basically what I want to get to.
What Jim was alluding to, and I agree 100%, is your falsetto and callback on that song is incredible, though. The idea where that's
another ripoff. It's another musical ripoff. I know where that comes from, but it's fun to do that. You can do that anywhere. We could do that in every single song, but then it becomes a style. So I would love for it to stay the style of that song, where I sing over myself every once in a while, probably at the beginning of every verse. And we could even invite like a girl to sing some very crucial parts, like like horns in a movie. They just appear once and that's it. You never hear them. So we could bring in a female vocal to that, to just like, tease, you know. I've seen love in your eyes.
Nuts.
Like a fire dancing in the night. Like, what? Who's that? And she disappears, and she never, you don't hear him anymore.
Boy, you can put it in featuring blah blah. You see in all these videos featuring. Said two lines.
Exactly.
No, that's cool. It's cool that you brought that up. That's cool, because I've never really gone back to the lyrics after all these years and looked at it.
Well, I mean. And the one that's consistency, but it's about a cohesiveness for the whole concept of the song, right? And keeping that tension.
All it is. So if your story doesn't mashed up. I mean,
right.
I know, like you say, you don't listen to the lyrics, but a lot of people do listen to the lyrics. So
I do and I don't. When I understand them, but I don't spend a lot of time thinking about like what does this mean or whatever. That's just me. Me, it's about the music. But I do know that a lot of people they do, right? I mean, they spend a lot of time trying to read the inner meaning and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, that's just me, right? I don't try and find the inner meaning in these songs. Like, yeah, okay, go jump off a bridge. That's what it means. No, like, I don't give a shit. I like the music, and if the lyrics match and run the melody and it all works, cool. Does it have to make sense? No.
Well, no,
it doesn't. But I'm looking back on what Paul just said, where there's the other side, the girl saying what she has to say, and what that has to happen in that song is that Enzo has to perceive what he thinks she was thinking, because she's no longer existent. She hasn't been existent in like fucking over 30 years. So he has to try to understand what or remember what his perception of what she was saying, and that's where Paul's idea about getting a girl singer in to say that other line, that line that Enzo is coming up with in his head, what he thinks or perceives what she was thinking back about him, she has to say back to him. And that's where the honesty comes from in the song. Because it's all about what you're saying, Enzo, in the song. It's not about what she's saying. And I go back to Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. He's got a girl
Dashboard
singer.
Lights.
He's got a girl singer responding to what he thinks she's saying back to him. It may not be true, what she's thinking, but the song becomes a hit because it's a totally true perspective of what he hears and what he sees, but that's not what what she thinks. And you have to use the same concept for that. You cannot go in an interview and say, "Hey, Yannick, you know what? By the way, what were you thinking when we were talking?" No, you can't, because you have to go into the imaginarium of all that. You have to go into the imaginarium of what you thought she was thinking. You understand? And that's what makes it a truer song, because it's all about what you were feeling, not about what she was feeling or anybody else.
The only issue with that is it's
so you have to
write
that part.
Yeah, but we can help fill in those blanks to make it make sense now, 30 years later.
I don't have to do it.
Hindsight, yeah.
Paul can do it, or Steve can do it, or even you could. It doesn't have to be me.
No, it doesn't have to be you.
No, but you can tell me what you're thinking, and I can put it into words and stuff like that. That's all it is. I'll put it into words. It's not a problem.
Yeah, but Steve, what he's saying is you can make it up yourself. You don't need ends to tell you.
No, I just need to know what he was thinking, and and tell me in detail so that I can.
He was thinking he wanted to get a leg up on her,
because I don't give a shit what he tells me, as long as I'm able to
put your shirt on,
put it into words like metaphorically and stuff like that. That's all. That's all I need. It's only material I need.
No, but
have we?
What started it? What's that craft? Anyway,
is that your dildo, Steve?
That's my battery running low, by the way.
Who's
running low? I'm charging it now.
Plug in.
What started was my bitching about take it as it comes. The song is 6 minutes long. We don't hit a chorus in it for over 3.5 minutes. Where the fuck were we going when we arranged this?
I have no idea, because I feel like I had no part in it except playing the drums, and that's it.
I felt I had no part in it but playing guitar.
It's your riff.
Let's rework it.
Yeah, I have there's actually.
This is how you do things.
It's like.
By the way,
things, man.
For Take It As It Comes, I also have some lyrical issues with that, because it's like, to me, it is the equivalent of saying, I never had the intention of not doing something. It's a double negative. The whole song is a double negative. I never intended to not do anything. That's basically what it's saying. So
never thought of it.
I would rather take the fucking confrontation.
Guys,
and
that song is my least favorite. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you before, you can bring the song to Holland and put it in front of some windmills, and it supplies electricity for 6 or 7 poor countries. It's long-winded. That's why I can't stand it.
Okay,
It's
so
so long. I never listened
we
to it because I
fucking
listened to it
we
once.
trash the
I
lyrics and we make it because the
went through
structure
the
is
whole
there.
thing. That song it just rubs you the wrong way. It has no hook. It's got no, it just goes on and on and on. It's just bitching.
So Steve, tell us how you really feel about it.
Okay, let Paul
I
finish.
just told you.
And then I'm going to tell you something. Let Paul go, and then I want to say something about that song. Go.
Okay, no, but the only point that I have is to say that it's a double negative. I hate that. I think it's important to have a mission, a point, like a topic. Like a fucking.
Yeah.
I don't want to not do this. Okay, what do you want to do? What's your point?
Yeah.
So all I have right now, I don't have a creative direction yet, but it bothers me that it's a double negative. It really does. So I think we're all in agreement. It needs to have a focus. It needs to have something else. And as soon as we do that, the energy is going to take on a brand new feel. It's going to change. We don't have to change the song. We need to change the topic. We need to change the subject matter so that it doesn't even have to be positive. It can be negative, but it has to be one negative or one positive. That's all I care about.
Cohesive.
I love football. That would be better than talking about I don't like the idea of not liking football.
Well, the thing about that song is there are great riffs in it, and there's nice bass endings to every riff and everything, and it could be put to better use. That's for sure. The song, for me, as far as is not scrap, but there are good things in it that can turn into something else.
We've been playing with that song.
Well, guys, hold on. Think about Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is sort of like the idea, okay? That has a powerful message, and the bass line, personally, I'm being selfish, is inspired from that,
Yeah.
And it's all.
And that should all be there.
It's a walking melodic bass line. I know you could say that about every fucking song, but just it really is very much like it needs a rustic LA fuck yeah man instead of
stop.
I don't want to not do something.
Stop.
All right, go.
We've been fucking around.
Here comes the Escavo.
That song for years, Enzo and I have been farting around with the way that we play it, could make it more Hendrixy kind of chord progression.
No.
Well, I'm just telling you what we've done, Steve. I'm not saying it's the gospel. I'm just telling you because we've farted around with it for years. I farted around with the way that I put the chords together, just kind of tweaked them a bit. Is it going to stay like that? But we've had issues with it since back then. Now, Monsieur's going to come and stuff.
Listen up. I've been working.
Here comes Kahuna. Kahuna with the Taylor. Go.
Sorry. That's something that on the recording I found when I was playing this shit, Jim was going octaves. We never used it, but it made me, how about...
I like that.
Enzo,
I was telling these guys that
Enzo,
we've been fucking around with it for years. And in what we've done, that's the total. When I hear that, that's a departure. And I do hear like the octaves. I like that idea because it takes it in a different direction, and it's not so static and kind of monotonous.
Because
it's
the song
kind of,
does this.
That's right. It's very. That's right. It's like a metronome, and it's just monotonous.
There's nothing wrong.
But the point that I just want to finish before you go, Steve, is that when I listen to that, it strikes me the song as it's kind of right, like the double. Do I really want to not do what I want to not? Okay. So it's always been like that. But when I listen to that now, and I've heard you play some of that stuff before, right? And it brings out the melody in what we've done, and the melody is good. It is. It's the lyrics that kind of blow hard in some parts.
No, because
when I listen to that kind of sounds like Jet. I just got a bit of a, it's got a McCartney Jet feel to it, and the song itself morphs a bit, so it's kind of a bit like down.
I like that a lot. That's
what I wanted to say is there's nothing wrong with the way it's being played guitar wise and all that, because it's a great little intro and everything. It just needs to be rearranged in a different way, and we need different lyrics. That's all 100%. We need. A different arrangement. The song is not, for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's not scrap, because I listen to it and it's like, you're excited about what's happening at the beginning, the way it starts, and all of a sudden it's like it just dwindles. So you just need to have a different rearrangement of it. That's all. Different lyrics. Something that'll hook somewhere.
I agree.
Rearrangement. Gentlemen, I got to hit the road.
Yeah, I'm going to go up too.
I got to go to bed.
One sec. Guys, two things. For that song, think Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Our version. Sheryl Crow. And who's the guy that just died? Was part of the Traveling Wilburys, blonde hair, big teeth.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Yeah. Sheryl Crow, Tom Petty, infuse that into this song, and just change lyrics. Keep a lot of the structure as much as possible, and we got a fucking massive fucking hit. Trust me.
Sheryl Crow,
Tom Petty, and our male Soulmason version of that. That's the way.
Well, my acoustic guitar ramblings are the Sheryl Crow part, and the electric guitar ramblings that me and Jim are going to amalgamate my new parts and his old parts are the Tom Petty parts, because I'm ripping off six fucking guitar players. So.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're talking. Fucking A.
You know what? Speaking of Tom Petty, I heard a song of his that I never heard before. And I don't crawl out from under my rock very often, but it's a song called Wildflowers.
Yeah,
it's an awesome song.
It's the name of it's the title of the album.
Really? See, I don't get out much, so anyway, I'm just saying I heard.
Might have to do that on my next Tebow cover Friday, man.
Wait, you know what? I wrote down a couple of tunes, and I keep hearing songs, and I'm going, fuck, that'd be great. And Crowbar is one thing.
Harassing you with 10 songs, now you even got him going.
Yeah, but again, an idea, but it sort of, I don't know if it worked, because I sure shit can't play and sing, is Everyday People from Sly and the Family Stone.
Good song.
That's a good song.
I love that song, man.
And I had one today that kicked in.
Everyday People.
Yeah, us, I'm like, yeah. And I'm thinking, like, what could we do with, like, the chords and what the hell was the song? There was another one I was thinking I can't remember. Anyway, but they're kind of like coming.
That song by that guy with the guitar.
That's right. That's right.
Bali, before we leave over here, the song of choice, by the way, whether anybody likes it or not, is Sabotage from the Beastie Boys. I'm going to sing it.
Don't you do it to Sabotage!
That's right. Sabotage.
Yeah.
I was fucking singing out in the backyard. I said, here's a little story that I got to tell about three bad brothers that you know so well. It started way back in history with that Rock MCA and me, MIT.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
I had
bass.
10-year-olds fucking beatboxing with me. It was fucking
We're doing
crazy.
it on you playing bass and me singing.
Dude, I love you.
I like it.
That's the one.
I like it.
Sabotage. Fuck you in
Sabotage.
the ear. Man.
You know what I want you to do, Paul? You know what I want you to do? When you got a minute, go on YouTube and check out Beastie Boys playing that song on David Letterman. It's fucking. It's the video. The live version of it is too fucking amazing. It's too amazing. You gotta watch it.
Brilliant.
That's awesome.
I'm only sad that MDA is dead. It sucks ass.
Yeah.
Did you know that the wife of one of the Beastie Boys has a cooking YouTube channel? Dear to my heart, man. The Beasties, man. I love the boys. I love the boys.
Man, these guys, man.
Awesome.
I remember 1985. I remember 85. I was at a party in LaSalle, and they were pulling out the everybody. What's that song there? The famous one, the first one that came out was a rock song, right?
For your right
to party. You're 15 years old at a party in LaSalle, 16 years old, whatever. It was like awesome. And then I just kept on following them for such a while, and it was like the music just got that much better.
Yeah.
That's from License to Ill, no?
License to Ill. Yeah, License to Ill.
License to Ill.
Steve Jeffaloni. Good fucking choice. Sabotage. Done and done.
And by the way, I watched Enzo doing some Beatles stuff. I want to see that. I am fucking psyched to see that.
Oh, we're just doing Norwegian Wood. Relax. I'm not doing the other shit.
No, I'm not. It's fine. It doesn't matter what song it is. I'm psyched to see that. I want to see that.
I'm very excited about that. It's going to be a blast. And so the key is, I know y'all want to go. I'm sorry. I'm talking about other shit, but
I'm smoking.
That is fun because the few people, let's say I connect with 50 people, and you guys are part of the green room. So out of the 50, 10 are really psyched. 20 are sort of interested. So I get around to that. But the 10 that are psyched, we make that a repeat thing. So every quarter or 2 months, we redo another one. Repeat.
Yeah.
And guys, it's so helpful to our channel, our Soulmasons channel, to have a collaboration on a completely different thing. Look, I mean, if you want to cook gluten-free with me, come on over. But it's not the point. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh yeah,
by the way, dildos. We can talk about whatever.
By the way, my wife says, "Wow, too many fucking ingredients in that barbecue sauce." Like, what?
How many fucking dry ingredients can you come up with? As many as possible. Anyway, listen. So enough said.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's gonna be fun. We're
gonna
do the Norwegian Wood. Jim, pick a song. Steve, excellent choice.
That's what we're doing.
That stuff, as you know, on my thing, my weekly update, I said I had a dent in my schedule because of the Soulmasons, so it's there. It doesn't mean anything because even Tebow music has like pussy viewership, so it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
But, Jim, did you see it?
I didn't see
last song.
No,
which last song?
Shut your mouth, you. Did you see his last one?
I didn't see the last one. No.
So watch
because I'm hard and sold.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
I'd fucking Huey Lewis. I'd fucking carve his eyes out. But what did you?
Hey, that was a good band. Never mind.
Hey, that's funny because the actual tag that they put on that shit is Blue-Eyed Rock. Blue-Eyed because
Huey Lewis is awesome, man. You, man, are a little too critical of some good tunes out there. I've always told you. Fuck you. Poison is a good band.
Fuck him and his fucking puffy hair. And fuck you.
And he was doing it for you, man. He was doing it for you. He's rock and rolling in the middle of a new wave age, man, for you.
That's right.
You just trash it like
early
that.
90s, man.
Oh, yeah.
When I think of Huey Lewis,
you gotta love him. That's why it's still, we should start an all-male Bangles tribute band, man. Like, come on. Like, what the hell?
Kim Mitchell.
I'll get
There's
the
another
Tampax.
fucking unsung hero of Canadian rock. That's gonna
Kim
come
Mitchell,
out.
yes.
Kim Mitchell, man. Classic.
Patio lanterns, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh.
Boys, I'm going to bed.
All right. Yeah, Enzo's getting on with his Manic Monday there, or whatever.
No, what was that song?
It's I forget what it's called.
The band.
Hazy Shade of Winter. Hazy Shade of Winter.
Right. That's the one. That's the one.
But that was a cover that they did. That wasn't their song, Enz.
No, it's the other two schmoes I hate.
Right? You don't like too many people, Enz. You fucking hate everybody.
I thought I was the hermit. Fuck, it's so refreshing to know that I'm not the only one that hates human beings.
He fucking hates everybody. Enz, I love these people. Oh, they suck. Fuck them. Don't listen to that shit.
Everybody watching?
It's a free country, man. Who are you, Donald J. Trump? Fuck you.
The Stones suck ass. Eddie Van Halen is a schmuck. How's that? Can we keep going? Keep going. Let's see, who else can I fucking remember? Pete Townshend is a fucking dildo. How's that? You want to keep going?
You'll love that
ratings went up. Suddenly, 8,000 viewers.
I was going to say, the fucking algorithm is going nuts, man.
I love it. I love it.
God,
love it. Hey, never miss a Saturday night with the Soulmasons, motherfucker.
Damn,
that's what I'm talking about.
Bring
Yeah!
your own dildos.
Power to the fucking people.
That's a good
It's about everybody, man.
Love that's
it.
awesome.
boys.
Jay Fry.
Guys,
you back?
Always a pleasure.
Ooh,
When are you back?
Tuesday night.
All right, safe ride.
Yeah. Stay fried, yes.
Take it easy,
Stay
Jim.
fried.
Fry
Stay
his orange
fried.
ass, JT. I'm working on it, Enz. I'm working on it. I'm going to fry his ass.
Steve, thanks for the chest hairs. Enzo, thank you for not doing escabo. And Jim, get home safe. I fucking love you guys.
Thank you for hosting.
A la prochaine chicane, you motherfuckers.
A la prochaine.
Ciao.
Good night.
Ciao, guys.
Good night.